All right, let's talk about a couple of your former clubs. Should we start with Spurs first?
Yeah, okay, cool.
Start with Spurs first, right? Some people say they won the window. You know, you look at the recruitment coming in. Honestly, I think Bassuma's going to be fantastic for them. Already is.
Yeah.
Richarlison's naughty, arrogant, but I don't mind that sometimes. Perisic, Jed Spence. Did they win the window?
I'll put them at... They'll be up there. I don't think they've won it. At this rate.
I knew you'd never give Spurs it.
I don't think they've won it, but they've made some really good signings. Really good. What they have done, they've brought real depth to their squad. You look at the front three, you know, two of them speak for themselves. Son, Kane, they do. Kulishevsky's been brilliant at the start of this season. But then bringing Richarlison...
Is that the best front three in the Premier League?
It's up there. When I think of front threes now, it's Liverpool's, of course. I think before Mane left, they were the best front three. Yeah. I don't think it was even an argument. Salah, Mane and Firmino, whoever down the middle.
In that middle, yeah.
Now you start going, okay, is it Nunez, is it Diaz? You don't quite know, but Spurs is definitely up there. Son, Kane, Kulishevsky, Richarlison falling in behind that. Then you go to the midfield three, again, Højbjerg, Bentancur. You've also got Basuma, who I expect at some stage to start in that midfield.
Yeah.
So they've got real depth in there.
Legs now as well.
Jed Spence can come in there. They've got they've made real quality signings that will bolster the squad. So you'd have to say I don't think they're competing. I've heard some people this season talking nonsense about they think they'll be competing with Liverpool and Manchester City. Absolutely not. Them two are still the teams to beat. But I think they'll be comfortably inside that top four with no real worry.
Is their biggest signing Antonio Conte?
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, I loved what he did against Thomas Tuchel, Chelsea.
I
don't mind a bit of a fight.
No, good. I like
a little fight. I love it.
I like Thomas Tuchel. Like, look, if you're going to shake my hand, look at me.
Yeah.
Make sure you look at me. I love all that.
It's fantastic.
You've been a little bit needle. That's what you want to see that between the managers. But no, Antonio Conte, the fact that they've got him, that just gave everyone else a sense of belief. And to be fair, he probably gave the board a wake-up call that they probably needed. Daniel Levy tends to buy players a little bit younger, develop them, and then maybe sell them on later on. Conte said, if I'm going to be here as manager, I need players that are ready to go now. But Perisic would have never walked through the door at Tottenham. 32, 33?
No chance.
He would have never walked through the door.
There's no resale value, is it? So Levy ain't buying him. 60
million on Richarlison. No, it wouldn't have happened. But all of a sudden now, he's like, no, listen, I can help you get to where you need to get to, but you have to fully believe in me. And it looks like Daniel Levy's finally learnt by his mistakes, and that's why Spurs now look a little bit more tough, if that makes sense, than maybe they did in previous seasons.
They made Champions League by a point, right? Beating your team that you support, Arsenal.
Thanks for reminding me.
Is there enough squad depth in there for them to really go deep in it? We saw, obviously, them get to the final under Pochettino against Liverpool. Do you look at this squad and think there's enough in there to at least get to the knockout stages?
They've got quality players. What they've got players in their squad that can compete at world level. Like when you've got Son and Kane up front, that always gives you a chance. And to be fair, I feel a little bit disrespectful not mentioning Kulishevsky, but he's another one who can step up to that world level. But the Champions League's a different animal, a different beast. Have Spurs got the squad to compete in the Premier League, the Champions League, the League Cup, the FA Cup? That's 4 competitions, but they have. But it's whether they've got the real quality in depth to be able to compete on all the fronts.
Let's talk Champions League. Real Madrid current holders. It's won the Super Cup as well. Anyone challenging them again? Do you think
of course.
they can do it back to back? You think?
Yeah, you boys will challenge.
Liverpool will challenge,
yeah, Man City. Like, I feel like Man City. I've said this for the last 4 years.
I'm about to say. I know what you're going to say. You've said it for 4 years.
Man City win the league, the Champions League this year.
You think so?
They should have got there last season. It was in their hands at the Bernabeu, and they let it slip. But I think the way Real Madrid's route was Chelsea, City, being behind in certain games. Then their name was written on that Champions League from early on. But I think Manchester City now with Haaland in there, they've got someone who's a genuine Champions League goal scorer. I think this season now, I think Manchester City will win there. I think Real Madrid will do okay, but I fully expect Liverpool and Manchester City. It wouldn't be surprised if them two teams are in the final again, but I expect them two to go deep.
Are you not scared that the strength in depth up front now with selling Jesus and Sterling might cost them? Like Haaland, we know the injury history. And then you start, okay, who gets the goals if Haaland's not there? And I know Mahrez can, but do you think they've kind of left themselves a bit short up front?
They've left themselves short, and time will tell, because I think Sterling's the one. I think Gabriel Jesus has scored big goals for them, but his time was up there. But Sterling was the one. I always felt like he popped up with big goals in big games. But you look at the last couple of seasons, Pep rarely played him in these big games, these really, really, crunch games.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure, but with Haaland as well, with his injury history in that and the squad that Manchester City have got, they don't have to kind of flog him to death. They can kind of play him in certain games, ease him out a little bit.
Yeah, you don't play FA Cup, you don't play League Cup.
No, just leave him and then put him in the Champions League, put him in Premier League games. And I think if they can manage his minutes, I think they'd be fine. But who knows if the Sterling situation, Gabriel Jesus will come back to cost them. I personally don't think it will. and I still make City the favourites for the Champions League.
So you got Brazil to win the World Cup, you got City to win the Champions League, you got Liverpool to win the league then?
No. Man City to win the league.
You got Man City to do the double?
Yeah. Who do you think will win the league?
Liverpool.
You think they'll catch
I
City?
think Liverpool. Yeah, I think they'll catch City. When you say catch, it was only a point behind them.
Is that a point?
Last season, it was only a point behind them.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
it was only a point.
But on one stage you were 13 points down, and City dropped points.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to happen this season.
Really? So you think Man City run away with it?
Yeah. The early indications tell me Man City is going to run away with it, like it's easy for them. But who knows? You know, you can never count Liverpool out.
Yeah.
Liverpool are the closest challengers to Manchester City. I might have a Chelsea above them. I might have a Tottenham or Arsenal above them. I think Liverpool are the closest rivals to Manchester City.